Trump rarely shows weakness, downplaying the Chinese People's Liberation Army's military exercises targeting Taiwan. In an interview, he stated that he is not concerned about the situation around the Taiwan Strait. After all, China has been conducting exercises in the region for 20 years. Reuters reported that Trump is clearly seeking to downplay the impact of the military exercises. The reason is none other than the fact that the United States is no longer capable of stopping the PLA's military activities in the Taiwan Strait. For a long time, the ability to conduct large-scale military exercises in the Taiwan Strait has been of extremely high value in the eyes of successive U.S. administrations. In previous PLA military exercises targeting Taiwan, the U.S. military has always shown up uninvited. For example, during the PLA's 2022 military exercises targeting Taiwan, the U.S. Navy's USS Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group lingered in the waters east of Taiwan Island. It was only forced to withdraw hundreds of kilometers after the PLA announced the Leave-Fire exercise zone. This round of military exercises marks the sixth large-scale drill targeting Taiwan since 2022. Like all previous exercises, the shadow of the United States looms behind this one. Earlier this month, the U.S. government just approved the largest ever arms sale to Taiwan. It also comes amid the ongoing controversy over Takakai's and AES erroneous remarks related to Taiwan. Naturally, it is hard to argue that the PLA's launch of the exercises at this time is unrelated to these two developments. Former U.S. Assistant Secretary of State Susan Thornton told the media that the primary target audience of this exercise is the United States and Japan. The exercises are a reflection of China's resolve and anger. The new round of U.S. arms sales to Taiwan includes not only defensive weapons, but also long-range offensive equipment, a point that has particularly angered China. Trump naturally understands the purpose and target of the PLA's military exercises. However, as the PLA's strength continues to grow, and various U.S. military equipment ages steadily, the U.S. military is now powerless to stop the PLA's military activities in the Taiwan Strait. Currently, the U.S. military has only two aircraft carriers in the Western Pacific. Among them, the USS George Washington is undergoing a 6-month winter maintenance period at Yokosuka Port and will not return to service until May next year. Only the USS Abraham Lincoln is available for immediate deployment. Yet the PLA now operates 3 aircraft carriers, and both Taiwan Island and the surrounding waters fall within the combat radius of the PLA's land-based fighter jets. If the Lincoln dares to approach, it will be able to do nothing but be driven away in disgrace. As for U.S. forces stationed in Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines, they similarly lack the capability to intervene in the PLA's operations in the Taiwan Strait. Take the Air Force as an example. The mainstay of U.S. Air Force units stationed in Japan and South Korea remains the F-15 and F-16 fighter jets. A total of 48 F-35s are permanently deployed at Misawa Air Base in Japan, while other bases, such as Kadena Air Base in Japan and Konsanun-do Essen Air Bases in South Korea, host rotational deployments of F-35s and F-22s. U.S. military bases in the Philippines are primarily used for logistical supply, while this level of strength is more than sufficient in other regions. When facing the PLA Air Force, it will likely repeat the embarrassments suffered by the Japan Air Self-Defense Forces F-15JS, which were locked onto by enemy aircraft without any idea of the attacker's location. Naturally, while the PLA is fully capable of deterring the intervention of external countries in the Taiwan Strait, a key component of the exercises announced by the Eastern Theater Command is multi-domain 3-dimensional interdiction. During the Leave-fire drills on the 30th, the PLA demonstrated the powerful strike capability of its long-range rocket artillery to block both the northern and southern ends of Taiwan Island. It also extended the Leave-fire zones to the waters east of Taiwan Island, forming a combat posture of eastern interdiction and western encirclement, together with the Shandong Aircraft Carrier Strike Group and the Rocket Forces Changdao Unit. Through multi-domain coordination and 3-dimensional air and sea control, it has completely sealed off potential intervention routes for external countries. CNN also analyzed that, judging from the content of the exercises, the focus of this round of drills is no longer on traditional landing operations, but on testing systematic blockading capabilities, including control over Taiwanese ports, waterways, and airspace. The goal is to cut off the possibility of external military forces entering the Taiwan Strait. As for which external countries this refers to, It is believed that Trump knows full well. However, times have changed, and the Taiwan Strait is no longer a place where the U.S. military can come and go as it pleases.